Well, hey everybody, it's David. Welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get in the best spiritual shape of their lives, one workout at a time. Quick thought in this video that I'm calling Embrace the Season. Embrace the Season. So I was talking to my brother this morning, who's in a transitional season, putting his house up for sale, relocating to another state, liquidating some things that he's collected over the years and that kind of thing. And just, the tension of that moment. We were talking about, letting things go. And I shared a little bit of my own story, battling blindness with my eye disease. 10 years ago, I had to give up my driver's license. And, there was a time when I drive smoking hot sports cars. I was a motorcycle rider, racquetball player, tennis player, full-on triathlete. Had my truck, road bike, and all kinds of things I was able to do physically. Frisbee golf, all that, in addition to being able to minister from the pulpit, reading my iPad, reading my printed notes and things like that. But those days are gone, and they had to go by the wayside when my vision began to dissipate and degrade to such a point that I could do none of those things. And so I was talking to my brother about embracing, first of all, like two sides of a coin. Let's just use that analogy, okay? Work with me. One is to embrace the suck. I'm just going to say it that way, in plain English, embrace the suck. And some things in life just suck. For example, I had to get from the left side of the car to the right side of the car and sit in the passenger seat for over a decade. Okay. Today, my wife and I are going to look at a tandem bicycle. I have ridden countless thousands of miles over the last, 45 years. I love to bike ride. It was my joyful, passionate hobby. And now I can't ride a bike. So I have to move from the front seat to the back seat and just be the stoker there. And so we're going to pick up a tandem and just reframe this and continue to move forward, but in a different way. So we have to embrace the suck, everybody. We live in a fallen world, in a mortal body among flawed people, and it is what it is. And so there are things that are not kind, they're not good, they're not beautiful in the world and in our lives. So we need to embrace that. And if we don't make peace with that, we'll never find our way toward contentment. The Bible says the godliness with contentment is great gain. So number one, we need to embrace the suck. We need to consecrate, dedicate, commit, and devote it to the Lord, lay it at the altar, and leave it there. And the other side of the coin, as we flip it, is not only embrace the suck, but the other side is embrace the season. And I shared a verse with my brother, Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1, written by Solomon, kind of a wise guy. He said, to everything there is a season and a purpose under the sun. Okay? There are friendships for a season, relationships for a season, churches for a season, jobs for a season, where you live for a season, what car you drive for a season. That iPhone 6 was really something special. I have 16 right now as I'm recording this. So, to everything there was a season and a purpose under the sun. And so some of you there, you remember the first time you got a pager, and then you had a BlackBerry. Oh, we could text and all that kind of stuff. Then we had AOL and email, and you used to love to get email until now your inbox is just jammed and crammed with spam. So there's that. Anyway, it's time, I think, if we ever hope to enter into contentment, we're going to have to embrace the season in which God has us in and find ourselves in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right things. So there you go. That's my encouragement to you today, is embrace the season that God has you in. Rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I'll say it, rejoice. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you, never against you. Grace and peace.